Hey there, gold makers. This is Reckles with Want to Buy Gold, and today we are going to be talking about how to make gold with disenchanting. Disenchanting is a way of saying, hey look, cheap stuff. I'm gonna take advantage of inefficiencies in the market. So, the first way we're going to be looking at is Trade Skill Master and the disenchant button, actually, oddly enough. So, it's in the other tab, and you'll see it right there on the right. It's the second button down. You just click that, and it pulls up, after a little bit of a search, everything you can buy that is worth disenchanting. Now, I normally will just buy out everything up to about 50% and then mail it over to my enchanter. TSM also has an auto disenchant feature right there. You just put everything in your bag and it disenchants it. Now, I originally was going to go through these one by one, but I figured that would be a little boring. So here's just an easy breakdown. We got 551 items. I invested 371 gold, and on my realm, these are selling for 1100 gold. The global sales average, now that we have that data, which is really cool, it's 890 gold. So at minimum, we would more than double our money, but on my realm, I would more than triple my money. This is really good. It's neat if you need to build up a supply of enchanting materials, and more than that, it's if you are going to sell these, it's really good because there's not a lot and you can sell these really quickly. You're not heavily invested at any one. So the next tip we're going to look at is actually something new for Warlords of Draenor. It's disenchanting the glowing blackrock band, the whispering, and the shifting blackrock band. Now they have the following disenchant rates, and you can use these numbers to calculate the most you should pay for ore on your server. It takes 60 ore in different combinations to make the different rings. And you don't even actually have to have Jewelcrafting to make them. You just need the hut in your garrison. And actually, you don't even need to have the Jewelcrafting hut because blacksmithing has the smoldering breastplate and helm that disenchants for the same amount. However, tailoring and leatherworking, those use sumptuous fur and hide, so those are a little too expensive right now, so you'll have to wait until those fall in price. But once you make them, just send them to your enchanter, DE them, and from my 1200 gold investment, I got 1700 gold in mats, so a very decent return. More importantly, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of dust and a few shards, so since this is current content materials, you can use these to craft into more profitable enchantments. Now, there is something I see going wrong with the whole system here. Here's a spreadsheet I use to calculate all this. It's not very pretty, I'm sorry. The blue box here and the orange box right under it are the price of dust and then the price of shards. And you'll see that as we decrease the price of dust, this shows more and more dust getting on the market as the expansion rolls on. The price of ore, the bottom box underneath the green there, the price of ore keeps falling and falling and falling. This is the maximum price that people will be willing to pay for ore as they reset the market. Now, I changed it to yellow for you. So, as things, let's change it to 2 and 25. That's more reasonable equilibrium point. So, as things stable out later on in the expansion, prices for ore will fall because this is what hedges the price of ore in this expansion as opposed to previous expansions where it was Jewelcrafting and prospecting. So the next thing we're going to be disenchanting is white bandit masks. Now, we're going to be buying a lot of mage weave for this. If you want to farm it yourself, you can go to Zul'Farrak and get some Transmog 2 while you're at it. It's a great farm, really quick and easy. Did a video on that. That was actually my first farming video. You can check that out up there. But this is so profitable, you really don't need to do all the calculations that we did in the last video. Just buy out anything that's not really too expensive. Just buy everything. I go up to 50 silver, but you can go up to 1 gold or 2 gold. It really doesn't matter. Just just be within reason. And sometimes I got a little lucky and I even got one bolt of mage weave that wasn't overpriced. Once you have all your mage weave, go ahead and turn them into bolts, and it takes 1 bolt, 1 bleach, and 1 heavy silken thread to make a ton of vision dust. So go ahead and start crafting. The actual pattern, though, is a rare world drop, so go ahead and just buy it on the auction house. It's about 200 gold. Now, finished crafting. From 140 gold invested, I made almost 800 gold. That's a 600% return. Oh, and side note, this is the coolest looking mount ever. Our 4th technique comes from Cathroman, one of the boss hogs on the consortium, and it's wow-gps.net. Click on Crafted DE and launch that. You pick your realm, pick which crafts you want to do. It loads all the information from WoW Auction, current data, and you can scroll down and say, hey, I have blacksmithing, I do have this pattern, I don't have this pattern. It loads all the information in, and then you just process it all, and it looks like nothing happened, but everything's done. Open up tailoring, for instance, and sort by max profit percentage, and you'll see that White Bandit Mask is, of course, right at the top. It shows you what the materials are, what the output is, and it's just a super amazing website. Looking at leatherworking, see that, surprisingly, we've got some tsunami boots, some volcanic shoulders, and so Savage Leather's in the house. Usually it's not worth it to look at blacksmithing, and of course nothing is profitable on blacksmithing. Alright, our 5th and final thing that we're going to go over is the Jewelcrafting shuffle. Now, I know, everyone knows about the Jewelcrafting shuffle already, but this isn't the Mr. Pandaria shuffle because those spirit dust is only selling for 12 silver. Also, the Caddis shuffle, which it is actually a little bit in-depth, and you probably haven't done it in a while, so I'll just go through a little spreadsheet for you. We start with Elementium ore, prospect that, and turn it into uncommon gems and rare gems. We then take our jasper and turn it into the jasper ring. We take our nightstone and turn it into the nightstone choker, our hessonite and turn it into the hessonite band, and the carnelian and turn it into the carnelian spikes, which actually usually turn into greater essences, but that's okay, it's still profitable. Turn those into dust, disenchant those, and the rare gems actually are still selling for between 50 and 300 gold. So check your auction house and vendor anything that doesn't sell for what you think is worthwhile. Other than that, sell everything else and you should be good to go. This is a hugely profitable thing since Hypnotic Dust is selling for 12 gold, at least on my server. Worldwide, it's selling for closer to 15 gold. So this is a crazy profitable technique. So you could actually buy obsidian, elementium, or pyrite for up to 10 gold each and still be profitable with this technique. But that's all I have. I hope this was useful. Use these techniques on a daily or a weekly basis to take advantage of some of that inefficiency, and I will see you guys soon. Remember to search, craft, post every day.